ourselves again for a moment in time. We rock the rhythm right, and no matter what they say, we would never change. And somehow it just slipped away. And all the things we thought were last, they fell like broken glass. Let's just press rewind and play. It always looks the best in a freeze frame. So we just can't take it back to where it's right. It's time to rewind. Rewind. Take it back to make it better. Turn the pages of my life. It's time to rewind. Rewind. Make it last forever.
If you are from when I am from, then you know I ain't crazy. So wanna go back to when she was my 80s baby, and I was her 90s lover, pushing that body all over, just like an album cover. Oh, you got it, 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 just what I want. And I got it, I got it, I got it, just what you need, like KB. You can have this now and later. I'll take mine like yesterday. Swing that record, DJ, so I can get back to my baby. Oh, it's time to rewind. Oh, turn the pages of my life. It's time to rewind. We had the ups and downs, I miss what we got. Round and round, just cruising the block. Time passed so fast, we don't check the clock. To the hip, to the hop, non-stop. I'm just chilling the millin'. You wanna go to a party and throw your hand in the ceiling. Never revealing your feeling, but I tell in your face. You want the hockey and banana, back to my place. So we can take a stop by your favorite ice cream shop and get that chocolate vanilla with that cherry on top. We cool, we ease, feel the breeze, smoke some trees. Used to wake up in the morning wearing my tees. Yeah, so where we at now? I'm taking it back now. I call a couple of times and you were like, not now. Can I call you later? Well, you hit me anyway. I wanna rock with you like my name was MJ.
Girl, close your eyes. Let the rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you
So
can
baby, just keep on moving. Oh, gotta rock it, don't stop it. Gotta rock it, don't stop now.
the love that we've been through.
Popcorn World. Popcorn World.
Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. You can make it rhyme and groove and the holes in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world.
Our partners at Bet Online continue to be the number one source for all your betting needs and sports info. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Lloyd Spence, and find all of the latest sports developments, including updated odds and on the NBA playoffs, fights, and even next season's futures. And don't forget that the MLB is back as well. Who are you picking to win the World Series? It's all over at Bet Online, because Bet Online is your continued source for all your sports wagering needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casino and poker games. It's super easy to get started, so head to the website today and use your mobile device to join and use our promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, that's BELIEVE, to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. It's Bet Online, where the game starts. And tell them.
What's that saying? Breaking down the rumor and smelling out. Speaking for the people who must go around. Till the truth to power with a whisper and a shout. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Hey, yeah. Say it again, say we're talking noise. Yeah, talking noise. Really don't have to fool around. Never noise keeps us under. No truth divine. The sign that you is a sign of success. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Yeah, picking up all the same. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Talking noise. Say it again. We're talking noise.
Welcome to Talkin NOIZ, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin NOIZ himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. Noise, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother Noise, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle Noise, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin NOIZ is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin NOIZ.
We're talking noise. Talkin NOIZ. Talkin NOIZ. We're talking NOIZ. Talkin NOIZ. Talkin NOIZ.
2, 1, ready, come on.
Not getting hustled, not getting hustled.
We doing the night thing now.
Making a way when you can.
Grab your dinner.
Good time, good time, good time, good time. Ain't we lucky we got 'em?
You better not let your kids. Yo, what's going on, people? We doing the nighttime thing. Dang. I should have flashed like Eddie Kane. Dang. This has been a weird day. Can I just tell y'all? This is full disclosure right off the bat, coming in hot. This has been a weird day. My whole schedule just thrown off. You muted, Al. You muted.
Said you was probably rushing around about 11. Like, oh, got to get ready for the show. Got to get ready for the show. Got to get ready. Oh,
Well, no, because, okay, so, again, full disclosure, baby girl is sick. Hannah. She didn't go to school today. So we didn't have to get up for anything. So it ended up kind of sleeping in a little bit because we was tired. For whatever reason, staying up with her all night. But it was like, once it finally hit, we was like, what are we going to do?
we just gonna gloss over the fact that you got all the babies sick.
I didn't, wait a minute. Hold on. That is not a part of this news story.
Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Because you was hacking all last week, and then Azaria got sick, and now Hannah.
No, Azaria's sickness. Azaria's sickness is not of me. It is of a different nature, which I'm not going to discuss. I didn't discuss it, Mama Noise. I just said she's sick.
Sound
But
Noise. Quarantine.
the girl did have a little sniffles. I might have
Quarantine, Mama Noise.
It ain't COVID.
No, but still, don't nobody want your little.
You had the sniffles.
I did have, but she wasn't around when I had the sniffles.
You picked her up like 50 times.
That's right.
It was only one day I had the sniffles.
Nice.
You know what?
That day you had the sniffles. You had your whole head wrapped up.
Well, the nighttime show is coming in hot already. I can see, this is what happened when you don't give a proper call to worship and you just start the show in dialogue. You got to set the Lord's presence into place. Thank God Cuz Noise just came and he can set the Lord's presence. Hello, Cuz. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
We are great, and we need you to set things in order because we off to a rough start. But let me say this before we start. We did meet with white organists, and I want to publicly apologize to white organists because he was going through some things last week. No, he was.
That is the blackest thing that people say. White people don't say nothing like you going through some things.
Listen. It's a white organist that plays in the black church. What do you think is gonna happen? He said his stimulus check didn't come in on time, and he was thrown off. When his check savings was working, so he was on edge because he thought
he done been with the black people too long.
No, I'm saying he thought his phone was gonna get cut off. That is a little unnerving.
And Sister Charles does everybody's taxes, and she decided to go on vacation before.
Right. So there's a lot of things going on.
Going through some things.
He was stressed. I'm gonna stall him out.
Shouldn't be telling white organists.
No, he gave me permission. Okay. He said, no. He said, I owe the people an explanation, and I was like, okay. So he gave me permission to share it.
He gave you
I wouldn't have
permission.
shared it. I wouldn't have shared it if he wasn't. Okay.
He gave you permission to share his testimony.
Well, just a little bit. He didn't want me to tell you about the other things that he was going through. I can't talk about that.
Look back over my
But he's just, you know how sometimes you be going through some stuff, man.
I'm serious. That's the blackest statement you could just say because there's no other race.
What happened. He said he pulled me to the side after the show. He was like, "Hey, man, I apologize. I'm going through some things." I said, "Well, talk about it, White Oregon. Let's talk about it." He said, "Listen, man." And he was real candid. He was like, "Shit ain't right now. Shit ain't right." And I was like,
"Oh my
calm
God,
calm down." He was very emotional. He was very emotional.
I can't with you, sir.
So he's all right now. So now we can call the worship. He's on Oregon on time. Thank you. Look at him. He's on time. Praise the Lord. Go ahead. Go ahead, cuz.
Tis again we have a symbol asking you to empower us. Get into the voices of those that are on this here podcast. We've had our pre-show meetings. Now we need for you to move in such a way that those that are in listening land will be moved to give. Don't come up in here just to celebrate and be entertained. We need for you to reach deep down within.
Come on, preacher.
Give to this here podcast so that we may continue to do what we've been called to do. What a mighty God we serve.
That was good. But listen, everything has been righted now. All the wrongs have been righted. White Organist was brilliant. Cuz was on fire. Woo! That's how you start a show right there. That's how you start a show.
Bro, Pass, can we let the Saints know that we do have children's church in the basement?
We do.
And we encourage y'all to drop the babies off in the basement on
Not
Mondays,
encourage.
Tuesdays,
Wrongly suggest.
Thursdays, and Fridays. Take the babies down to children's church.
Wrongly suggest that you drop them babies off
right
downstairs. They don't need to hear this shit. They don't need to hear it.
Hey!
This is a different kind of church. We don't different. It's different here.
It clearly is.
Yes. Shout out to all the noisemakers who have transitioned quite nicely from the mornings to the evenings. Appreciate you.
They're gonna come on here. They're gonna come on here.
They coming. They're coming through the doors.
Shout out to brother Danny Bell who sat in and watched Friday's replay this morning.
Did he really?
Yes, he did.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. We had a good time Friday. We did. It was good. It was good. We missed you, cuz, though. We missed you.
When?
All the days we missed you. All the days we missed you.
Well, you know, it's a good thing.
Yeah. We knew you was.
Just thank God I'm on this side.
Yes.
Earth.
We in a good place today. We really are.
Didn't have to wake me this morning, but he did.
Come on.
Yes, he did.
You want me to tell White Organs to go back over there?
No.
Okay.
I just felt something right there. I had to
You
say
felt
it.
something. You felt something.
I'm done.
Well, I wouldn't have a religion I couldn't feel sometimes. Oh, glory. Y'all felt that, didn't you? Y'all felt that, didn't you?
Woo.
Come on.
Make you move. Make you shout when it's
Make you shout sometime. Just I don't want no religion that won't make me
that
shout.
kind of religion
Come on.
you can't live without.
Come on.
Ooh. Ooh. Wait a minute.
Is it inappropriate in the middle of your shout to holler like, shit, this is good? That's probably not right, is it?
You know what? I can imagine in Jackson, Mississippi. Ain't gonna say no names or who I was sitting a couple pews behind in the middle of their moment.
Come on.
A shit hell or two may have come out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit hell.
Sometimes, listen, I get it. I get it.
Listen. If you are truly rejoicing in what God has done for you, if you're not just up in there showboating, I believe a damn to come out your mouth.
Right in the middle of the pastor's message.
Because if something is really good,
yeah.
I mean, it's like sex. You can't say, darn, this is good.
No, you got to come with it.
Damn.
You're good. Ooh. Mama knows I'm giving you a few of those. Ooh.
Hold on.
Whoop, whoop. What? Mama knows you don't want to take the compliment?
You can't say shucks.
That's a compliment. Are you embarrassed? You're not embarrassed, are you? You muted. Come on, unmute real quick.
Tell me what camouflage. If I was you, I'll leave it alone.
Oh, I gave her that camouflage. Mama Noise sent me a message. It was one of them Instagram, they give you the messages on Instagram or whatever. And it said 5 things a woman wants. And it was a hug, to be told she was beautiful, to be I can't remember the other ones. It was something like be told she was beautiful, to wear his hoodie with his scent on it, and it was 2 other things. So I just covered like 4 of them in one situation. So that's my hoodie she's wearing with my scent on it. Marking my territory.
Deep conversations, long hugs.
We've done all that today.
Pictures taken together.
We haven't done the pictures yet, but that's later on.
Telling her how much you love her and a hoodie with your scent.
There it is. So, cuz you got some work to do, bro. You need to
5 things women want but won't ask for it.
Listen, I'm going to agree with that. But the other day, my washing machine broke here at the house, and
what?
I had to call them folks to come in here and fix my washing machine.
Okay.
It came out pronto. I mean, they really did.
That's good.
Coming out because the clothes needed to be washed. It was wash day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the man that came out to work on my washer, he had a smell on him that wasn't quite right.
Oh.
So as my dearly beloved brother-in-law was sitting there, and he walked past us, and he funked up the atmosphere.
Oh my! That's
so
not
I'm
good.
wondering, the women that want that smell of a man on that hoodie, would that smell be okay too? What smell?
It depends on the woman.
What smell are you talking about?
It depends on the woman.
Because some smells that
I think Anthony Bruce.
Yeah, at J and Ron's church, absolutely.
I was gonna say slide in.
You can do that.
Yeah.
He took it too far.
No, slide in. You know that's acceptable.
That's too much.
You can't say that and slide in.
That's too much.
You know y'all have strippers on the strippers poles, right? Like
at what point they just installed them.
Like that's the line. You trying to tell us that's the line?
That's the line.
That's the line. Y'all got stripper poles and twerking, but that's the line.
Peculiar.
You know, you ain't really cussing until you use those kind of words. That's when you.
Well, that's what the man is saying. He's saying he's giving you, the pastor, the love that you so richly, because pastors be wanting to respond.
I don't understand how that word is going to fit into praise and worship. I don't understand how that's going to fit into testimony service. I don't understand that one. Now, a damn shit in the hell, I got that.
Wait a minute. How does twerking fit into the praise and worship? Is that praise dancing? Is that different? What are we talking about?
Well, we honoring that. We honoring that which he has done. Listen. This past week, I went grocery shopping in a different area of the DFW. And full disclosure, I went to one of them big box stores that many people frequent at night, and the freaks come out at night. And those
oh my!
So I went to one of them, and
page 112 in your hymnal.
I decided to myself, say, huh? I said,
I'm gonna start driving up here to go shopping more often. Whew.
Because of the ambiance.
I ain't seen that much ass in a Walmart since I can't tell you when. My God.
Was it chock full?
The asses over here where I am ain't quite like the asses over there.
Well, you don't live in a high quality ass area. You live in
no.
Yeah, that's not I would assume that's not a very
I feel deprived.
Yeah. What part of town were you in?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I don't want all you ninjas coming up to my
Right. They be sitting in the parking lot with lawn chairs, like it's tailgating. Literally tailgating.
Give a new meaning to tailgating. Okay. All right. Well, I the noisemakers like to be informed. That's all I'm saying. Just well, since we in that vein, I was gonna start the show a different way, but I'll start this way. You know, our girl Lizzo. This is in case you missed it Monday for those who didn't know. And for those of you who are new to the show, this is in case you missed it Monday. And we start with our stories from the week that you may or may not have heard of. And one is Lizzo has a new song coming out in about 3 days. And to get you excited about the song, she posted this on her Instagram. And she wanted y'all to be aware that the song is coming and it's going to be hot. There she is, Lizzo, ready for the song. Now, I don't know what the song name is. I don't know what the song is about. I just know that that's what she posted on her Instagram to get everybody's attention.
Say what you want to say, but I'm climbing on this private jet.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what she's saying.
That's what she's saying.
Yeah, but say what you want, you climbing up on that private jet, but would either one of you crawl up on that ass? That's what I want to know. Listen,
I think I can speak for Al in this particular case. I could be wrong. Al, correct me if you like.
Hell no, can't do that.
Oh my gosh.
Malik, if you're in trouble.
Morse code.
I'm sorry, Anthony Bruce. Listen, I am here.
Hey, did they teach that to you in the ARMY?
Say that again now.
Did they teach that to you in the ARMY?
No. It probably did. I just wasn't paying attention.
Oh, wow. Well, that was above his pay. That was below his pay grade. He didn't have to do that.
I respect any man that could handle that.
Yeah, I'm not built for that. I personally can't handle it. I know my limitations.
I can't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
I look at it, but I can't do nothing with it.
I don't really know what to do with it. I wouldn't know what to do with it. Like, what do you do with it?
Slap it.
You can do that. I can slap it.
Just slap it. Just slap it.
I slap it.
When you put yourself out like that, when you put yourself out there like
He's fully back now. He's fully back.
Are you asking for comments such as we are giving right now?
So that's the question that I have as it relates to what she did. Because and here's where we connect some of the dots, because she was not the only one that highlighted her newfound assets this weekend. Also, another artist this weekend, Azalea Banks, went and got her a Brazilian butt lift. And this is the before you see in the left, all three on the left, and then the after is what you see on all three on the right. The common thread of both these ladies is that they are more known for the things they do that are not music related than they are for the things that they do that are music related. And by the way, the co-pastor, Kyrie, just entered the building, aka You have your hand up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't have to put your hand up. It's fine.
What's the 7 on the booty for?
The 7?
Body count.
Body count.
That's the size.
I don't know what the 7 is.
Yo, give me the size 7.
I'm trying to figure out what's that blurry. What's that blurry part? What is that?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's the hole, and they got more
her
holes.
danglies. It's probably maybe her danglies.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'll just say this. Well, let me ask this question to all of you. Can you name an Azalea Banks song?
No.
See, I can't either.
I don't know her.
Damn.
So you don't even know who she is.
Even Google said who?
Put 7 on the booty and see what Google come back with.
Not sure. This one wants to. She just gotta. Now I'm gonna be sick again. This one. Just
Good. You started it.
Bring me the
Pass it back and forth. Pass it back and forth.
You started it. Good.
I didn't start it. I didn't get her sick.
Lies. Lies.
Really? Is that what you're doing right now?
No, sir. No, not at all.
Boy, you raise them, you feed them, and this is what they treat you like.
Oh, she's a rapper.
She's a rapper. She is a rapper. She's supposed to be anyway. That's what she is by definition. I've never actually. The only things I know her for is stuff like this. She accused Dave Chappelle of sleeping with her, and she wild out on Wildin' Out.
Well, I would say this: her ass looked nice before.
Or not to her liking apparently, because she went and got it lifted.
But is it Hollywood nice?
I mean, the lift ain't bad looking. But
she went to Brazil. She went to the doctor. The name of the place, I guess, is Miami Aesthetics. And she said, lift me up where I belong. I just don't understand why I know more about, like even with Lizzo, I know more about the stuff that she does outside of music than the actual music. And I'm saying, can you just give me the music? Like, is it okay if you just give me the music? Now, some of y'all will say that's body shaming, but guess what? Chloe Bailey came out with a new album this week as well, or new song this week as well. She spent 5 days putting out pictures of her butt ass naked. I didn't need to see those pictures. Just give me the music and I'll be good. Now, I might be the old man at this point. I get it. But I would just like to hear the music. Is that okay?
no, you can't say that. You can't say
I know.
It's not fair because
Why is it not fair?
listen. Someone that I know you love dearly, appreciate it dearly. Listen, Princess Ruffles was too much for most of us.
Who?
Princess Ruffles.
But Prince put the song. But Prince put the song out before the picture.
Princess.
With his ruffles was too
Okay,
much.
Princess, as in the artist. I thought you were naming somebody named Princess Ruffles. I was like, I don't know who that is.
I'm saying, is he talking about a character from Lady Chatterbox?
I didn't know what he was talking about just now.
Prince with his ruffles was too
Gotcha.
much for most of us.
Gotcha.
But
But it came with the music.
But the music came out before the picture did.
Right, the music came out long before the picture did. That's the opposite now. Now they want me to be excited about the
picture.
Picture, and then I'm supposed to love the song after the fact. And I'm saying,
but to a degree now, it went too far. It went too far. But many people looked forward to Michael Jackson's new albums because we knew his look was changing. He was going to change his look. Many people, but he took it too far. He kept going. But many people, enjoyed Michael's transformations on his different albums.
This is so wrong. That is so wrong.
It's the truth.
He went from the black Michael Jackson to the light skinned Michael Jackson. That's just so wrong.
I didn't enjoy it. I was like, Mike, you ain't got to do all that.
Many people enjoyed Michael's transformations from off the wall to Thriller to Bad. Many people enjoyed that.
See, these aren't that bad. These weren't that bad.
Is that her? The same girl?
Yeah, those aren't that bad.
What you mean?
It was,
That bad?
these were the ones she released pre-album. Because they're in the video. They're all in the video. These are all from the video.
Yeah, she fine as hell.
I was gonna say show is quiet.
Well, the brothers are appreciating, they're appreciating right now. Let me hear the song. Can we hear the song just a little bit? Just a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
Pretty ordinary.
It's fine. I mean, if that's what, listen, I guess that's where we are now.
Music doesn't sell, dude.
Oh, look at that.
Wait a minute. What did you just say?
Sex definitely sells.
Sex sells. Music doesn't sell.
Definitely sells.
Is that true?
I would sell you Chloe, and you're going to go buy that album because you're going to see them pictures. And listen to, you've already bought the album. The songs could be trash. But I'm saying, the song could be trash, but you already bought it.
Y'all think that's true, really? That's an interesting statement you just made, Ron. Is that y'all think that's true, really? Like the sex?
Sex is worth well more than the song is.
Oh Ron, man. I don't know what to say about what you just said when you said what you said.
He went to the well on that.
He really did. Unmute Al. There you go.
It's just like when you go to a restaurant. You eat with your eyes, right? Ain't that what they always tell you? You eat with your eyes.
Yeah.
And it's the same, you listen with your eyes as well.
Go back and listen.
There has to be a package. There has to be a package.
So let me ask this question. This is a terrible question. I'm telling y'all in advance, this is a terrible question, but it's a fair one. Has there ever been a non-pleasantly looking singer that you listen to religiously?
Religiously?
Like somebody you really was like, I really feel their music. They're not the best looking person, but I love their music.
I know Mama Noise is answer.
Well, think of this right quick while Mama Noise gets the title.
What was your answer?
I know Mama Noise is answer.
What's your answer, Mama Noise?
Anthony Hamilton.
You don't like Anthony Hamilton. You're right, nigga. He does not like Anthony Hamilton. Hey, Renee.
But she listens to his songs. But she J Heartbeat. That nigga.
He can sing.
He sang though. I listen to him religiously. He can sing.
Daniel.
Oh wow, Daniel Caesar. Yeah.
Daniel Caesar. I'm just saying.
And they can sing.
Think about this right quick. If the voice was the same, exact same voice, but Bobby Brown looked the way he looked right now singing My Prerogative, would it have sold?
Nope.
No way in the hell.
It depends. If it was back when we was buying music, it's over the soul.
Right.
We heard the music before we saw the person.
Oh yeah.
Today, you see the person before you hear the music.
Right, because we was all feeling Shabba Ranks, Mr. Love. I mean, we was like, oh, that's a cool line. And then he showed up in our senior hall. We was like, damn.
But that there was a time, Ron, you are correct, when music was forefront before the video, but then the videos became extremely important.
Right.
That's when the sex went up.
That's right.
Let's be honest. James Brown wasn't a handsome man.
That's true.
I disagree. To women when he was younger, I disagree.
Oh, I seen him.
Was he?
I don't think he was no ugly man when he was younger.
Same with what's his name? What's the British dude?
Bring him up.
Seal.
Come on.
What British dude?
Ain't that his name? Seal.
Oh, Seal.
So we bringing up young James Brown or old James Brown because it matters.
You want to bring up young James Brown?
You want to bring up young James Brown? Okay.
Could you put out? Could you put the Funkadelics out before you put a song out?
Ooh.
Yeah, Bootsy Collins was an ugly man.
Well, that's true.
That's true.
How young we going with James Brown?
I mean, the young James.
6 weeks.
No.
Dude, I thought you were gonna say like 32 hours. I thought you were.
He's upside down, getting spanked on his tail by the dog.
Being spanked on his ass.
Y'all wrong. I'm telling you, James wasn't no ugly man. Seriously.
Okay.
When he first came out.
When he first came out, no, he
I
wasn't
don't know. I don't know about what. I don't know where we're going with that.
No,
I'm not sure that's true. What you just said when you said it. Like what about? Okay, so this is black and white, young James Brown.
Okay,
what you said?
That was a bad Photoshop.
Oh no,
that's one of the better
that's
photos.
him. That's the young man.
That's what. Okay, I'll give you another one. It ain't a lot of choices. I'm trying to
production picking the
no production is trying
to. He's manipulating the
production is trying to help you with your argument, but
right.
Production is trying to help you with your argument, but we struggling over here.
He ain't that bad, Dave.
I mean, everything else looks older.
My bad. Did we acknowledge Renee in the chat? Did I?
Yeah, we acknowledge Renee. Shout out to Renee. Welcome back.
My bad. I missed
Renee.
Why you didn't fuss it? Why you didn't fuss it out?
Because he already put it up.
It's
fair game.
I know, but still, I mean, usually when you put stuff already up, you say, "Mama Noise, are you in the show?"
Mama Noise, why are you bringing that kind of energy to me?
Excuse me.
I gave you the hoodie. It's supposed to calm you down.
The military hoodie, wrong with it, bro.
So what do you think? No, I can't go there. I ain't gonna go there.
I know what you're saying. And Al, you're correct. I don't know. I just want to hear the music. You don't have to. I guess because I'm old now. If I was young, I probably want to see the titties too. But I'm young. I'm old. I got my own pair. I've had them for 23 years. I don't really need yours. I just want to hear the music.
Well,
I don't know what kind of man you are, but I'm kind of a visual guy myself. I like to see.
So you want to see it. Whatever they got, you want to see it.
Yeah, I know. That's why we got so many videos.
I like to see
I did not.
Man, I just don't want to listen.
So you didn't even know who Chloe Bailey was until we introduced her to you.
Put on the screen.
But you know what? The real truth is, I honestly believe I was a video guy way before this sex thing started. I used to love Michael Jackson's videos and Janet Jackson videos and all the rest of them.
Yeah, but you weren't lusting after Michael Jackson. He didn't.
But I was lusting after Janet.
Okay, that's fair.
Aren't they
I can't argue with that. That's
aren't
right.
they the same? You never see them both in the same place at the same time. Aren't they the same?
No, hell no. Hell no.
Cold blooded.
That was cold blooded. I probably should have threw the drop on for that one.
I mean, especially when she coming to Louisville for Derby, right?
Did she come to Derby?
Outdoor
Speaking
concert.
of coming to Louisville, guess who just added a date?
Dave, Pastor
Chris Rock.
What the?
Oh.
Dave Chappelle's here for 3 shows, 2 nights. This week.
I was gonna say, is that this week? That's this week, right?
I think tomorrow. What's tomorrow?
12.
March 12th.
Yeah, tomorrow and Wednesday he's here.
Oh, Pastor doing a revival.
And then for whatever reason, some big name comics are hitting Louisville in the next couple of months.
Because Louisville is
The scene
quintessential ain't got nothing to do town. It's a perfect venue to come do,
You right, because they all coming in the middle of the week. But what's his name? The white guy with the beard. He's real popular right now. Squirgerwitz.
I don't have any idea. Chris Stapleton?
No. Oh man.
What the?
Is he a singer or a comedian?
A comedian.
My bad. Ooh, that escalated quickly.
But anyway, he's coming in the next couple of weeks, and some more, and they all be here sometime this month. Okay.
Louisville used to be a pipeline for comedy.
Yeah, Comedy Caravan was.
It really is. But it's a perfect town because ain't nothing to do. And people be when it ain't basketball season. Louisville just be
No. We had a black comedy show, a black comedy club, and they were all coming through, stopping through.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, but it is because Ain't a whole lot to do.
No,
I
I
keep saying
disagree.
live like it's not true.
I disagree.
It's not why they.
What else is there to do?
That's not why they.
The same thing. What do y'all do in Texas? We do it here.
That's not why they go there.
There are a lot of options here. There are a lot of different concerts going on at the same time.
Same thing here.
There's not a lot of different concerts going on in Louisville at the same time.
If you wanted to go to a Rangers game, how long would it take you to get there?
About 35, 40 minutes.
Take me an hour to get to a Reds game. So
that's not in Louisville.
There, but it's an hour drive.
That's not in Louisville.
Y'all do that? We do here.
What you're not gonna do is change the narrative, sir. That is changing.
and that's different. That's all our wait time. Ours is only 30, 45 minutes because of traffic.
Didn't nobody ask you, Jay?
It's not that far away.
It's not the same
45-minute drive.
But listen. The reason why those comics go to places like Louisville.
First of all, you're not gonna keep butchering the name.
The Texas, Minnesota. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's not her.
You know what you trying to do? We stand united in that, brother. Don't be butchering the name.
Listen, the reason why they go to Louisville, is because they're still working out their material, and they can work it out on you country hicks before they go to the big city.
Oh no!
Touche, nigga, touche. Because once he leaves here,
he go to Jackson, Mississippi.
No. Once Dave leaves here, I think he's gonna start filming his Netflix series.
Hold on.
They won't be running cameras here in Louisville.
Hold on. They can't go to Jackson, Mississippi. That shit's way over their head. They can't conceptualize it.
If we country hicks, then they most certainly going to Jackson.
They are. They be sitting there looking at him like, wow.
Jackson, Mississippi, they be like, who's this nigger think he is?
I don't get none of these jokes. These ain't funny at all.
Call sheriff. Let's rope this some bitch up. Shit hell.
Oh my goodness.
They do work their jokes out in small media
right
before they go to the big cities.
That is
Touche.
We should have. I don't know why we didn't leave with this, because I guess we was talking about booty. We didn't talk about the band because it came after we got off the air. Will got the 10-year ban.
Yeah, you just said band. We was waiting on.
Yeah, not that band. I was like, not our version. Not our version.
Which band, man? Which band?
Oh, we're glad we make you laugh again, Renee. No, Will got the 10-year ban. He's out of the Oscars for 10 years. Now he can be nominated. He can even win. He's just gonna be one of them dudes where Will was not able to make it.
They're gonna have to FedEx.
We've accepted it on his behalf. He can't come.
He can't even do a video acceptance.
Right. He can't come. He can't do a video.
He can't vote virtually. Nothing.
He can't vote for himself. 10 years.
So I don't have to buy a plane ticket. I don't have to get a stuffy ass tuxedo, and I don't have to sit down with all them crazy people, and I still can win.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
I see.
Now, the problem is everybody gonna vote for him for at least 3 years.
That's one way of looking at it, but then you can look at it in the reality side. He's being made irrelevant in his own existence. That's the world he exists in, and now he's forced to be irrelevant for 10 years.
But he still can make movies. He still can make movies, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He can
Listen, what he doing in his personal life is different than the Oscars.
Right.
Like
he can still make blockbusters. He can.
Yeah. If anybody wants to make one with him.
He can still make $25, $30 million a film because people are still gonna go watch him. He just can't get the acceptance from the already Academy. They only put black people in every 99 years.
Well, Michael Bay said, "I don't give a damn. I'm making movies with him.
That's right.
I don't care." He was like, "Oh, he's still Will Smith to me." So they're gonna.
And Michael Bay is
one of the biggest directors / producers in Hollywood right now.
Wasn't he responsible for Bad Boy?
I think the original one. He did the original one.
Listen, okay. Just like this sentence sounds like a prison sentence. So can he get time off for good behavior?
I mean, listen.
They haven't said that. They haven't said that if he can not walk on stage and slap anybody for 5 years, they can bring him back.
Is there an appeal process?
I haven't heard that either.
And
But he
would-
said he was
would
willing
he-
to accept
would
whatever
he
they
even
gave him.
appeal it? So
Well, he said he's willing to accept whatever they gave him. Now, while all of this was going on last week, his wife went to a red carpet event. She was like, "Let me go see my homies."
red tables, red carpets.
Why he was at the rehab?
Yeah, while he was at the rehab, she's like, "I'm going to see Shonda and Debbie and all my
Yeah.
friends."
Yo,
Ain't nothing like support, huh?
What rehab was he at?
the Hilton.
Apparently, he checked into a luxury rehab. Name undisclosed, but he checked into a luxury rehab to kind of get his mind right. So I don't know. And then Jada was like, "Well, shit, he ain't home, so I might as well go." You know.
So she went out, hung out,
She was like, "Girls trip."
Literally.
and he's in rehab.
I'm just saying, cuz she different. She built different.
We wish him well.
She built different.
Wish all the luck in the world to Will, man.
And from what I heard,
Go ahead, Mama.
from what I heard, those places like that, they like Switzerland. So, whatever it is has to be dealt with after they come out. So, I mean, they, if somebody says, well, we want to press charges, you can't just roll off in there with legal,
Oh, you know the rehab place.
Yeah, it's off limits to everything.
So he's sheltered from everything, is what you're saying. That's what you were trying to get.
No, we just read the description of what luxury rehab consists of.
But I just saw something here recently, and they were trying to arrest this woman because of fraud, but they couldn't arrest her on the property. They had to wait for her to come out. So that's why I said Switzerland. So then one of her friends called and said, "Let's go to lunch." And so when she came out to go to lunch, then that's when they locked her up.
Well, okay, I understand what you're saying.
Damn,
no one has access to them, but yeah, he still has access.
So that's why Jada went. She said, "I can't see him no way, so I might as well go to have some fun. I might as well have my fun."
I just can't. That's
I will never get with you in your accusations and statements about that man's wife.
What accusations? I'm quoting the
I
facts.
will never get with you on that, period. Because we don't know that man's wife and their life.
It's on TV.
That is not true at all. You do know their life. They told us what their life
That's
was.
the problem with us that are looking from the outside in. We think we know what's going on. We really don't.
Okay, well, guess what? Tomorrow's show, when is enough? I'm gonna charge you up on that for sure. I'm gonna save my comments to tomorrow's show. But
So cuz you watching the show, right? You watching us right now? You watching all of us in the box.
Yeah.
All right. Hey Al, if I tell you I'm a dumbass and I show you that I'm a dumbass, ain't that a dumbass? So if I go do something dumb right now on TV, that'd be considered a dumbass, right?
They won Emmys for telling us what their life is about. Emmys.
I concur.
But I'm gonna start you out to tomorrow's show.
I literally thought Jay was saying what he was saying, and then he was gonna say, "I know, we don't know that man's wife." However, I thought
I'm waiting on that. However,
where he was going, I didn't know he was going to stop there.
I did.
Okay,
He's solid. He made it known.
So we got another story. Hold on.
That won't change.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah. So since we don't know about people's lives, we don't know. How about this one? Kirk Franklin's son, Carry On, has an arrest warrant. There is the arrest warrant right there. We're looking at the arrest warrant. It is because he was pulled over for a broken tail light in LA, and after being pulled over, they found out that A, he had an illegal weapon in the car, and B, he was driving the car of a woman that had been murdered.
Well, damn.
I asked you, huh?
What was the last part? He was doing what?
He was driving the car of a woman that had been murdered.
Oh, damn.
All I'm saying is this fake news or do we know about their life?
To be continued.
Did
I'm
he?
just saying, cuz.
You know, we'd be like, maybe he borrowed. No.
Now, I don't know. Listen, he says the gun is not his. And he says, I don't know what he said about it. He
The
didn't really
car's not his. The gun's not his.
Well, he said the car wasn't his. I don't know how he figured out whatever story he's telling them, the police.
Okay.
But they arrested his ass the other day.
That's a lot.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
I'm just saying, cuz at what point do we start believing what people show us?
I said, I thought you said you was gonna address this tomorrow.
We'll address it tomorrow. Whoa,
You don't know their story.
come on, preacher.
Oh my God.
Things that they've been through.
You're right. You're right. We don't know.
You can't feel their pain.
Except I have video evidence of it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Shit hell.
Hey y'all, she's at it again, y'all. It's official. Jennifer Lopez.
J-Lo didn't jet it again.
No. She didn't jet.
Oh, okay.
It's official that they're engaged.
Oh, well,
Again.
that don't mean nothing. Runaway
I agree.
bride, that don't mean nothing.
She got the green ring.
Okay.
That don't mean nothing.
She got a gaggle of rings.
The Green Lantern had a green ring too. So
She does have a gaggle of rings.
She do. She got a jewelry box full of engagement rings.
Did he say he was engaged, or did she say?
No. They both have confirmed that they're engaged. She's engaged.
She put it out on her blog.
So now they got the house.
Lies.
And they got the ring.
Lies.
So he's almost there.
So translation: did he get ready? Did he get ready?
How many times has she been married?
Married? 3 times, right? Or is it twice?
I thought twice, but you know what?
Mark Anthony and then the dancer, right?
Again, we act like we don't have Google.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Google it. Go ahead and Google it.
She married the dancer?
Yeah, she married the dancer. She was married.
She might be still paying spousal support.
Damn.
Yeah, she probably owed that nigga.
I'm just saying.
I pay him to be quiet.
Right. See.
She's been married 3 times, right?
He said more rings to Thanos. Yeah.
So how did he convince her to get married?
He has been married 1, 2, 3, 3 times. Mark Anthony, Chris Judd, and her first husband was Ojani Noah.
Oh, I don't know him.
Okay, so the dancer.
Yeah,
he must be married to her while she was there.
She was married from 97 to 98, 2001 to 2003, and then she was married for what seemed like an eternity to Mark Anthony from 2004 to 2014.
Woo!
That was a decade.
10 years.
They made that work for a minute.
I didn't know they were together that long.
More times than Kim. No, about the same as Kim, right?
Let's see. She married the one dude.
She married the ball player.
Yeah.
And then she married so more times than Kim. You're right. Because Kim's only been married to the ball player and Kanye.
Damn.
Why are some people so committed to getting married, but not as committed as to making the marriage work?
Because we done made it so easy for them to, as soon as they get the slight bit of discomfort, we done let them know all you gotta do is get your attorney. It only costs a little bit.
There is a term that is permeated throughout society that I think is misinterpreted quite a bit. It's called being a hopeless romantic.
Oh.
I think the term is misinterpreted because we think it means that someone is hoping to find love. And I don't think that's really what it means. I think what it really means is that someone is in love with the ideologies of love or the pageantry of love. Like they like the wedding and they like the lead up to the wedding and they like all of the stuff except the commitment part. That part they ain't too fond of. The part that you got to work through some shit, they ain't really. That's not what I signed up for. They just like all of the other stuff leading up to it.
Because a wedding is like a glorified party.
Right.
Expensive ass party.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's the one you invite all of your friends. I must have all my friends. I must have the biggest venue. I must be dressed the best. You have the best dress and everything. But then you don't invest that much into your marriage as much as you do the wedding. A glorified party.
I look at her. Well, let me ask this question.
But let's not take away the money from the wedding because caterers, we like get money. So keep having these big ass weddings because we like it.
Is there a cowardly thing tied to J-Lo and Kim?
Cowardly.
Like they want all of the pomp and circumstances of relationship. They want the paparazzi and the this and the that and all that, but they don't want to do the work when it comes to marriage, like Cuz is saying. So is that cowardly?
Damn, cowardly's kind of strong.
I know. I'm just asking questions.
Damn.
Because what would drive a woman to have 4 kids and then bounce out of the marriage to go be with Pete Davidson? That I'm still trying to wrap my head around the logic of that. That makes no sense.
Well, I mean, her husband was crazy as shit.
Pete Davidson is crazy as shit.
Well, that's true.
That is true.
So you that crazy to go to crazy?
Ariana had to get away from that. Get away from Pete Davidson.
Well,
Ariana Grande.
You did go from one knucklehead to the next knucklehead.
I mean,
so that speaks to you more so than it speaks to them.
Well, I think that Kanye was trying to, this is a marriage and making it so like, I don't want to say strict or whatever, but I think that being with Pete, she just is like, in other words, put the kids with the babysitter or with the maids or whatever, and she go out and just run the street like she was doing in her younger days.
But that's the example that women all have now. Like you can do that. Same thing with J-Lo. J-Lo got kids. She not out here as a single woman doing all this. She got kids.
Well, that was the reason why on CNN this morning they were talking about that's the thing they have in common, her and Ben, is that he got kids, she got kids, and they older now, and now they think that it's gonna work this time.
Alex Rodriguez had kids.
That's what I'm saying. He's
older now,
and he is older now.
I mean,
and he's a businessman. So I mean,
Alex got bank. If you talking about stability, and he loves her dirty draws.
I mean, dirty.
Now she trying to say he cheated on her, which I don't know if that's true or not. That just seemed like a convenient way to get out.
I mean, she's always looked for convenient ways to get out. Her jewelry box is full of engagement rings, millions a piece.
We don't know that she didn't return those rings.
We don't know she didn't.
Cause you're sitting there with a look on your face. That look usually means something. Tell us what you're trying to say with that look, sir.
I just think the mindset of a person that's willing to do it over and over and over again. I travel a lot. I have traveled a lot. Getting too old for that shit now, so I'm backing off.
Mm-hmm.
But I have traveled a lot in my day. And when I first walk into the hotel, it's like, oh. But when you go from hotel to hotel to hotel,
It's just another hotel.
It's just another hotel.
The mindset of a person that's willing to share their life, their intimacies of their life, over and over again with different people. That's just interesting to me. I mean, for instance, Mickey Rooney. Y'all know who Mickey Rooney was, right?
Yes.
Mickey Rooney
Is he
was
still
married.
alive?
I mean, we just had one of the oldest moments we've ever had on this show, but yes, we know old Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney was married 8 times.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Well, don't say shh to that because Zsa Zsa Gabor was married 9 times. Elizabeth Taylor was what, 7? Elizabeth Taylor was Larry King was married 8 times.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Taylor was married 8 times. Now, Elizabeth's first wedding, I learned this from my tour that we did in Beverly Hills. She got married.
Cemeteries.
No, don't Mama know it.
Well, these people you talking about is dead, ain't they?
So anyway, we did a tour in Beverly Hills, and they passed by the first church that she got married at. I forgot the name of the gentleman she married. But she told her mama at the time when she first got married that her and whatever his name was were going to be.
We just call him Victim One.
Rock Hudson.
No, it wasn't Rock Hudson. I would have remembered that. But that they were going to be married and together for life.
Mm-hmm.
This heifer got married 8 times. And you actually thought that one of them was going to be for life, the first one? What happens in one's mind that is so persistent that you just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying?
But to me,
perfection.
That's called hope.
Is it?
You know,
no, it ain't.
It's kind of like a woman that has 10, 12, 15 kids. At some point, she ought to be disgusted, or the man ought to be disgusted every time they look at each other. They should be like, hell no, hell no. So every time somebody tells you, I love you, you.
Why are you attacking Kiki Wild like that? That's not necessary.
What happened?
He just said every time a woman keep having kids, it just feels like that feels like a Kiki Wild attack.
If my wife and I had 10 kids, you better believe at some point I wouldn't touch her no more.
Lies.
No more? Like ever? 10
No,
kids?
just go ahead and get your snip, and then go ahead and touch all you want.
I got one kid that don't know what to do. Could you imagine having 10?
Well, it'd be a longer road trip. I'll tell you that right now.
Damn, could you imagine dragging 10 kids to see all 52 capitals?
Nope.
It'd be a lot.
He need a school bus.
Shit, take them 10 kids out of the graveyard. Chill.
That's it.
It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot.
Because you want to keep touching. You already got 10 in. What's the point of stopping them?
I'm just, you got a basketball team, a football team, soccer.
She obviously has that ill punani.
Oh, I don't know about that.
She has 10 kids. Keep going.
Oh, Kiki. You talking about Kiki. I thought you were talking about J-Lo.
Oh, Ninja, please.
Because I'm trying to understand why she keep going like cuz. What is it about you that makes 5 dudes want to be engaged to you? 5.
What is it with you to make you not want to marry one of them and stay with them?
There's a picture, and I apologize. Maybe I can convert it over. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
I'm sure as a dancer, she does things that your ordinary woman just can't do. Yeah,
she got a strong core.
Yeah, but
to
the point where you're gonna
who got an ordinary?
I ain't even blaming the dudes. I'm not even blaming them because I get it. If you ain't never had a J-Lo experience, then maybe that throws you off a little bit. You're like, damn, I need to marry
J-Lo experience.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you be like, I gotta marry her. But
so you saying each one of those guys, they don't watch TV, they don't see the news, they don't know, so they don't know that she's been through that many people. But them just sit there and say, you know what, I think I could change her. I can make her the one that she's gonna stay with.
Well, by some standards, she ain't been through that many people, really.
No.
If you think about it, It's only been what, 6, 7?
Oh, that's not a lot there. Huh?
Engaged. Not
I was getting ready to say, because I mean, she did marry the dancer. What does that say?
He had the right stuff at that time, Mama Noise. That's back in the living single days. When that 97.
Well, they have a common interest. I mean, she's a dancer. That's her background.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll blame the guys because if you want her to stay, you got to figure out a way to do it.
You blame the guys?
Did y'all know George Foreman been married 5 times?
after all the Georges, ain't about 5 of them.
I didn't know that.
George the 1st through the 5th.
But they all from the same woman. The 5, I thought the 5 was from the same woman. They're not.
I don't know.
I apologize because the conversion thing is not working properly, so I'm gonna have to show this to you this way. But these are the 5 rings right here. Is it 5 or 6?
January the 8th, I am.
These are the 6 engagement rings that J-Lo has had.
I can't see them rings.
What do you mean you can't see them? There they are right there. Can you see them now? Is that better?
If everybody else can see him, don't let me be the one to say you can't see him.
Is that better?
Yeah,
I can see the green, and I can see the one at the bottom, but all them other ones, they don't look like they bigger than
no, they all big.
a corn on the cob.
No,
Huh?
they all big.
They're all big and nice.
They look like a corn kernel for some popcorn or something.
No, they big.
There's a minimum $6 million on the screen right now.
Okay, well, my screen ain't gonna let me enlarge it. Don't worry.
That's about $6 million at minimum. It's probably more than that.
One of them is about $6 million.
Well, I said it's probably at least $6 million. At least.
That's a retirement fund.
Yeah.
That's
Again, we don't know that she's in possession of all those.
That's true.
You think they asked for them back?
We don't know. We don't know if she's a decent person and said, I don't feel right keeping this. We just don't know.
What we do know is that it's been 6 of them.
Why would you give the ring back? What's the point of that?
Oh, you giving it back.
That man paid a lot of money for that ring. And if you ain't gonna go through with it, give it back.
You received the ring because you loved that individual. So why would you not give it back if you discovered that you're not in love with that individual?
You gave it because you loved it.
Exactly. But why would you not give it back if the spirit in which you received it doesn't exist?
Huh? Let that man get his money back.
Yeah, that stone could be reused in a different arrangement. Anything.
Give me my money back.
Huh?
Give me my money back.
No, man, you can't get that money back.
Shit. I bet you I will find a way to get that money back.
You can take it right back to where you bought it from. They're gonna give you money back.
They'll be like, hey, Mr. Spence, how you doing? I'm coming to make a return.
You gave a ring to a woman. Now, obviously, we're not talking about the same number of carats. But if you gave a ring to a woman, you would expect for her to give that engagement ring back to you.
If we don't marry, yes.
The ring is in the purpose of we're getting married.
Wow. So what about
the marriage?
So what about the wedding ring after the divorce? What's the difference?
Well, you can keep it. We've already went into the marriage. We was in the marriage, and then we divorced.
We was in the goddamn engagement.
But before we got married, if you call it off before we actually signed them goddamn papers, you giving that ring back.
I'm actually
we were engaged. That's the point.
Hold on.
But we not engaged no more.
Hey, I'm thinking about it. Hey, I'm thinking about what you're saying. Hold on 1 second. I'm thinking about what you're saying because I might ask for that shit back too.
The wedding ring?
Here's my interpretation. And
you keep
it. Hell don't give you a wedding ring back.
Yeah,
are we married? Are we still married?
I did not ask for my wedding ring back. But here's my interpretation. An engagement ring is almost like a promissory note.
It is a promissory.
It's a promise. A wedding ring is symbolic of your union. So
So we ain't no longer union.
The wedding ring was symbolic of our union. I have no purpose for that. But a promise ring, an engagement ring, we didn't fulfill the promise. So yeah, I'm gonna need that back.
You can keep the little band part.
Right.
So if we get married and we stay married for a year,
I wouldn't give a damn if it was a 10 days.
and then we get divorced, I get to keep that engagement ring now because it's a part of a wedding set.
No, you can keep the band part.
You don't get the band part unless you're married.
I tend to agree with Ron. Marriage, it's yours. Engagement, yeah, I'm gonna need you run me my jewelry. I'm gonna be like Debo, snatching chains and shit.
My ring, punk.
You can be a 10-finger lady, or you gonna be a 9-finger lady. Choice is yours.
Mama Noah's laughing at Tyler because she can't believe he's saying that shit.
I am absolutely floored. I can't believe that it's with. If somebody asked me that, I would tell them no. My husband would never do something like that. So I am really shocked at his answer.
Stephon said, if it's a family ring, he definitely asking for it back. Like if it's your mama's, pass it down from generation to generation.
That is a different story. That is a different story. If it's a family heirloom,
full disclosure, I wouldn't ask for the ring back unless
it was an heirloom. Family.
Heirloom, or if it was worth several millions of dollars.
The money doesn't matter.
No, it does. Let me tell you why. And this is the petty side of me. I admit it. I'm admitting it in advance. This is the petty side of me. If you are divorcing me for petty reasons, like if this is one of them irreconcilable differences type things, then I'm gonna be petty. I want my money back. What you're not going to do is take that ring worth millions of dollars and build a new life. Because we have irreconcilable differences. If I stayed in to fight for this marriage and you decide to walk away, now, here's the thing. If you decide to walk away, I want the ring back. Now, if I decide to walk away, it's yours.
What kind of pettiness?
That's what I'm saying. If I decide... if I decide to walk away, it is not right for me to say, well, let me have the ring back too. I'm walking away. You want to fight, and I'm the coward that don't want to fight. So, okay. You get to keep the ring, build your new life, whatever. But if you walk away from me, because you just don't want to fight. Like, to me, Kanye got a right to go to Kim and say, hey, run me that ring, homie. Because he's trying to fight and she don't want to fight.
So generally speaking, when you buy a ring like that, you have insurance on the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So you the buyer have insurance on the ring. So once the ring leaves your presence, technically, as far as you're concerned, it's lost. File your insurance claim.
Okay. Now see, you just saved Mama Noise just then.
What?
I'm kidding, baby. These are just jokes. This is a show of entertainment.
Yeah. Okay.
I ain't going nowhere. Because let me tell you something.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm leaving that. I'm not leaving that. What?
I know we said talking noise after dark, but I'm gonna need you to just,
He did mute himself. So
yeah, I read good lips. Okay, so
this is a great question. This is actually a great question. Back in the day, in the biblical days, if you divorce, do you get a goat back?
And the babies of the goat.
I'm just saying.
I agree, Alicia. Insurance is not falling for the okie doke.
Yeah,
well, as a person, I've always been given full disclosure here at Talkin NOIZ, and I was engaged before I met Lloyd, and I didn't give the ring back. I feel like if you're cheating,
well, that's different.
And don't come to me trying to ask for no ring back so you can give it to somebody else. Nope, you gave it to me. And since you want to be out here still tripping and dipping, then continue. But
Mama Noise, I have the hearing impaired thing on, and
No, you don't.
the hearing impaired.
Closed caption.
Yeah, it's called closed caption.
Them folks.
Yeah, it ain't hearing impaired. What's wrong with you?
They couldn't pick up your lips.
Oh yes, they could.
What you said on there. Did you say cheating ass?
Yes, she did.
Okay. It just showed up.
So
Again,
if
my
a
man,
person
you
cheat- if a person-
kept it, but you kept it because you was pissed at him.
right.
Is the
Yeah,
reason
I
why
kept
you
both of them.
But just
So
to
if
be
a person
honest,
cheats, do you give it? Do you get a ring back?
but why keep it?
I kept it. I kept it.
But I would say, but if everything was kosher, and y'all both agreed to split. He didn't cheat, but all of a sudden it came out, hey, this is not going to work. Why would somebody want to keep the ring if you both left the relationship on good terms? Why keep it?
Well, I can't answer that because it wasn't on good terms.
Here's why I think. Here's why I think a woman should keep it. And you gentlemen may not agree with me. I understand.
Hold on, let me set the atmosphere for people who don't know what's about to happen.
Defenders of the earth.
You may not agree with what I have to say. I understand, but the reason why she gets to keep the ring is because, in my humble opinion,
Here it comes.
pussy costs money.
Pussy don't cost that much money.
No, it don't.
You can buy pussy for $40 around the corner.
You were willing to pay that price for it. It costs money.
You can get it for $40 or cheaper around the corner.
Well, some women do discount theirs.
So it didn't cost that much money.
Well, then don't get married and go around there and keep dishing out your $40.
That's what they do, and that's why they're not getting married.
I'm saying.
See, I ask myself,
No, it wasn't.
why would a woman want to keep?
Exactly.
That's the question. That's the question. Why do you want to keep it though?
Because it was given to her. It's hers.
First, you thought I was valuable enough to go out and buy this expensive ring and put it on my finger. Now you want to talk about, you know what? I've been thinking about it, and I don't really. Oh no, I'm still that valuable.
But if y'all don't want to get married, why would you keep if y'all not going to stay married?
Well, then all I feel like is next time you.
But you kept it because he cheated though. That's why you kept it.
Okay,
That's right.
Let's stop this bullshit.
I kept both of them.
What?
Everything that was given during the dating period was a down payment. Is she supposed to give all that back?
Most
Listen,
of them,
a lot of women do give it back. A lot of women do give it back.
Give it away.
Technically, all that we do, we're actually buying it. We're paying for it one way or the other.
But a lot of women will give it all back. You seen them shows where the woman boxes up all this stuff and just take it all back. You broke my heart. And she gives it all back. Get her ring back too.
Some women are foolish.
Them are foolish women.
Why is it foolish? Because she doesn't want memories of an asshole.
That's a great point, Ron.
But then there are some men that will go around and cut up all your stuff or burn up all your stuff.
You know what, Alicia? I don't like the energy you bring in tonight with the burn.
See?
But think about
Let's
it.
be
Why
real,
would you-
Mama Noise. That is
Why would
some
you want
estrogen.
memories of
That's
somebody?
some estrogen type shit right there. More women do that type of stuff than men.
Yeah, we ain't burning nothing. Not real men.
Well,
We ain't pouring bleach on clothes and
We're not burning up your car or slitting your tire. We ain't doing that shit.
And let's just be honest. In some cases, now I know y'all think I'm defenders of the earth. You're wrong for that, but that's okay.
No, you are the defenders of the
In
earth.
some cases, what men really do is some men. Now I'm just speaking for some. Some men pick out the ring, and actually the woman is the one that actually paid for the damn ring.
whoops, I've heard it too.
If you pay for your own damn ring,
Or a lot of women have. A lot of women
They have.
but you got to.
They have because they feel like he's taking too long, or they feel like he's not gonna spend enough money on it, so they can feel some kind of way.
So let's answer this question this way: if you go buy your own engagement ring, why you marry him? If the engagement ring is so damn important, it's got to be one carat. It's got to be all this BS. And you go buy your own engagement ring. Why the hell are you marrying that guy?
Well, now let me just say this before you answer that. If you bought the ring yourself out of your own bank account, you absolutely can keep it.
To keep it.
That's your ring.
You know, Pastor, I'm on a come up. I'm on a come up. Things ain't quite right just yet. But listen, I'm coming.
Yeah.
And I really want you to have this nice ring. And I'll make 1 or 2 payments on it, but then I'm going to kind of fall off. If you still want this ring, you're going to have to finish paying for it.
And you fell for the okie doke, that is your fault.
That happens more than you think, Mr.
It does happen.
One of our very early shows was the young lady that proposed to the guy.
Mm. Yes.
Buying your own ring is about the equivalent of proposing to some ninja.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
Yeah, but
just like
Alicia said, brother didn't have no money and be like, you know what, I would get your ring. I just don't have the money right now. And it's like, okay, but then you go to the jewelry store and you go, look, this is the kind of ring I would get you right now. Okay, well, if I get it, will you? Oh yeah. You know, would you marry me though? Of course I would.
So I'm gonna ask you the $1 million question: why you need the ring?
Listen, I got married without, and I got engaged without a ring, so I'm an anomaly.
Montgomery Ward made plenty of money like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
get it now, pay later.
It's nothing about the ring.
It's the promise.
Hell, I can promise you anything without getting your ring.
But okay, as a woman, it's the promise. It's you saying, I'm asking you to be my wife, and you accepted it when you accept the ring, and I promise. And that's saying, okay, that's the epitome promise. You can say, oh, I'll be there at 6:30, then you get there at 6:45 or whatever. That's okay. But when you promise and say, I would like you to be my wife, that's a promise that you like, man.
But here's
that's
the thing.
Not something you throw around flippantly.
That promise don't mean shit if he's not man enough to provide for you. If he can't even go out and pay for a ring, he shouldn't be proposing.
Exactly. Or
because that proposal comes with a promise to love, honor, support, provide, all of that.
Well, I disagree because I accepted a yes from my husband and he didn't have a ring at the time, and I didn't care that he didn't have it. I knew that he was going to follow through with the promise.
That doesn't mean that's not the same thing.
But that answers my question.
I'm talking about going out buying your own ring just because this nigga.
Right, that's what he's saying. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
And it would have been different because I eventually bought the ring because I wasn't prepared or planning to propose the night I proposed. So that's different. And I eventually bought the ring. He's saying, I say I'm gonna marry you, and then you go out and buy the ring. That's wrong. That's just all kinds of wrong.
That's doomed to fail.
Unfortunately, I've seen, and I know some people. Matter of fact, I called it the ball and chain because there were so many guys that would go out and get the ring, knowing that if I put the ring on her thing, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't gonna mess with nobody. She's like in layaway. I set her on ice. She ain't going out with nobody else. She gonna sit right there until I go ahead and follow through. And then sometimes there's never a date. There's no date planned. You ain't got no, there's no preparation of any kind other than, well, I asked you and I put the ring on your finger. So I know it's in the bag.
And if we're willing to, I'm going to say this, maybe I shouldn't, but anyway, if we're willing to get put out of an apartment for non-payment and lose a house for non-payment, hell, we won't pay for a ring. Many of us, I'm just saying from a credit standpoint,
right?
We need 1 or 2, 3, 4 payments, but now hell, I need a pair of Jordans. They ain't gonna keep paying for this damn ring. Then she's left to finish paying for it.
But if he's willing to pay for a pair of Jordans and not pay for that promise on that ring, that's your first red flag to get the hell up out of there.
Well, sometimes we miss the flag. So, for example, our final story, well, not our final story, but our next story that ties into this. Y'all know Jesse Williams used to be on Grey's Anatomy, and he ain't on Grey's Anatomy no more. So that $48,000 he was giving his wife for child support. He said, I ain't got that no more. I'm working at Broadway, and it's like $1,600 a month. So the judge was like, okay, well then you can't give her $40,000 no more, and we got to lower these payments. And she's hot. So there's a big difference between $40,000 a month and $6,000 a month.
About
Big,
20,000.
big difference.
Well, it's a difference of $34,000 a month.
Big difference. Huge difference.
You say 20 and 40?
No, it went from 40 to 6.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 6. He now is giving her $6,000 a month. So whatever, which is interesting to me because the judge okayed this. So either the judge is saying you only have to pay her on what you're earning, or the judge is saying, or maybe this is, and maybe you can get this out public record. I don't know. Maybe Jesse that broke. Maybe Jesse ain't got no money. That's interesting that it got lowered because I'm assuming he was on Grey's Anatomy for 12 years.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming he made a little money on Grey's Anatomy. I'm assuming he didn't blow it all.
I don't know if it really has. I know the difference in income made a difference from what he made before and what he's making now. But I don't think that her real beef is the lump sum of money. I think the real beef is that I was with your raggedy self when you were sleeping on the couches and stuff like that, going, from when you were applying for trying to get a position. Auditions from place to place, and that's what a lot of people's story is. I didn't really have a house, or I slept on somebody else's couch, and whatever in my beginning in the startup. So she was with him then, and then that was one of them wives that people took a picture at and was like, that's what his wife looked like, and she done had kids by him and everything. And then now, soon as you on the come up, now you want to cheat. And then you want to, now you want to talk about, yes.
I didn't know he cheated.
And she like, I done had these kids, and some people consider a woman who's got kids already, oh, she got kids. Like, in other words, she's used goods. And so now, you don't want her because she got kids. And then, y'all was balling together. And then all of a sudden, no, I don't make no money now. And it's like, okay, is it you don't make no money now because you really don't make no money now? Or it's because of the chick you with? You ain't got to make no money? Or you just don't want the woman that was your wife and has your kids that had no money?
But if he didn't have the money, then the thing the judge did was correct then, right? If his pay, because it happens all the time, people renegotiate child support, stuff like that. I mean, it happens in the court system. So, but if he didn't have the money and it's based on the percentage of your pay, and they dropped the payment down because he didn't have enough to make it, would you rather get the $6,000 or would you rather get nothing because he can't make the payment and he's not working and he ain't gonna send you nothing?
Stephon said, "Why I gotta keep paying you the rest of my life?"
Because you got your kids.
The kids are worth $30,000.
The kids, those were small kids. They're not grown adults.
They need $30,000
a month.
I'm just saying that she has small children. That's what I'm saying.
Not you on that. I'm just saying
$30,000 a month to raise a small child.
40.
I don't.
$40,000 a month.
I feel like personally, it really has nothing to do with the money. I think it has everything to do with the fact that he cheated on her. Now she's like, I'm up here used up. I got kids. I done been with you all this time, and now you want to. I don't think it has nothing to do with the money.
Listen, we don't disagree with any of what you're saying, Mama Noise. I'm just saying,
it's a lot of money for some kids.
It's a lot of money. That's a big gap.
I mean, now this ain't nothing in comparison. Y'all the same ones was tripping when we talked about Dr. Dre's baby mama, where he done had kids with all these different women or whatever, and then the one that he married was the one that was like, okay, I'm gonna need the following amount, and even though his kids was adults.
It was two women.
It was
one woman. The woman he had when he was with NWA, and the one he married.
Well, but I think he had some extra kids.
He had one extra kid.
Well, I'm just saying, I know he had more than just the kids with his wife.
Yeah, he had the one extra kid.
Either way, I'm saying that it wasn't like you saying, I
you
need
got to answer the question. Does a man have to keep paying you the rest of his life?
No, he only have to be paying the rest of his life. Just make sure I can take care of these kids.
$6,000 a month can't take care of the kids?
I just said take care of the kids, Spence. I did not say the amount.
No, I'm asking a question. $6,000 seems like a lot of money to me. Maybe it's not.
Oh.
Because they live in LA, so maybe that $6,000.
I mean, and the cost of living is unbelievable.
Right.
But here's the thing. Since 2017, when they got divorced, he's wanted joint custody of his kids. There's no story that I've heard, and I'm not in the gossip circle, but I haven't heard anything about him cheating. I've heard that she was never satisfied with their lifestyle. She never wanted to leave New York and move to Los Angeles. Their relationship was strained from day one because she was unhappy with living in LA.
Well, I imagine it's a transition moving from New York to LA.
But, you know,
would that be a better transition?
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If the brother ain't got it, I'm sure the court proved that he did or didn't.
He got to show receipts. He can't just walk in there and say, I ain't got it. He got to show him that he ain't got it.
Okay. The chat has a lot to say about this.
The judge is going to look at every piece of paper that he brings in.
Okay.
Dr. Dre has 9 children. Mr. Just 2 here and 1 there.
Okay, well, listen, I thought my information was wrong. I was going off the top of the dome.
He got a basketball team.
9 children, how many women?
Yeah, I don't know the women. She didn't put the women. Chad said 6,000 takes care of the kids, 40,000 takes care of her and the kids.
12,000 can take care of her and the kids. 40,000 is her, the kids, her mama, her cousin, and auntie.
You rubbing your face, and what you trying to say without saying it, cuz? Step in here, man. These women need you, brother. You know what this is.
You know his stance. He said it time and time. He's made his stance known time and time again. There's no amount of money that's enough.
The court and the judicial system said that is a lie.
I'm always intrigued by the conversation when we throw out these large, over the top numbers. In our opinion, $6,000 is a lot of money. $40,000 is $34,000 more. I mean, 34 million. 34,000.
34,000. You good? You're right.
So I agree that it's a lot of money.
But
however, I just don't. I don't get the.
Pussy costs way more than that.
I don't get our obsession with money and holding on to it as if it really matters. Listen,
damn, 6 months.
Listen. When you are a very well-off person, your money doesn't really mean as much to you as much anymore because you have everything you want. You've done everything you wanted to do. So if you're not willing to share with those that you say you love, your kids, that woman, then what are you doing with the money?
Well, he don't love her no more. They're not together.
Does he have to give it to her to share it with the kids?
I mean,
can he share it with the
taking
kids?
care of your goddamn kids.
Huh?
She taking care of your goddamn kids.
But we never said that he wasn't taking care of his goddamn kids.
I just don't.
They gotta live together to take care of your kids. Is that what I'm saying?
There's an argument that men are willing to have, or discussion that men are willing to have. We don't really argue about how much is too much, and I can't believe she wants that much. And I don't understand the argument. I really don't. I don't get it. I would give whatever it takes to make sure my family is taken care of. Hell, I give it all right now.
But you ain't divorced.
I give every dime of my money right now.
Yeah, but are you divorced?
You better hear what I just said. I'm gonna say one more again because somebody
You can say it one more time.
They wasn't listening. I give every dime right now. It doesn't matter to me. My family's taken care of.
Okay. So according to Celebrity Net Worth, which is not, I take that with a grain of salt. He has a net worth of $12 million. When he was working at Gray's last year, he made $6.25 million per year.
Gross.
The last couple of years, I guess, or last year. That got reduced from $6.2 million to $183,000, which roughly amounts to $1,668 per week while he's on Broadway.
So that's a huge drop.
So he's saying, I don't make that no more. So you got to reduce this down. And I think the courts don't go by your net worth, or what you got saved. They go by what your actual earnings are.
Right.
So that's why. So really, it's a loophole that he and his lawyer were able to manipulate through. That's really what it comes down to.
I ain't gonna call it a loophole. It's the law.
Well, it's a loophole.
It goes by your net earning. What are you earning at this time?
But that's what I'm saying. He may have way more money than that, but the courts say I'm not responsible for that anymore. I don't have to pay you that. I can pay you less because I'm working on Broadway. I'm not working at Gray's.
So he may be just able to keep the extra $3 million in his bank account and go by what he's making right now.
Right.
Just saying.
Why do people stay together for 20, 30, 40 years?
I don't know why people stay together. I know why we stay together.
All right, let's hear your wonderful answer.
He loves her.
I love her.
You're wonderful.
I love her.
He loves her.
That's my best friend, and we're building something together.
There you go.
Is it cheaper to keep her?
Hell yeah. I mean, yes, it is. It is. It is.
What the?
It is cheaper to keep you. Not that I'm going to leave you. I'm just saying it is cheaper to keep you. Is it not true? That's true. Mama Noise, come on now. Let's keep it 100.
It's cheaper to keep you.
Mama Noise, it's not an insult. It's that's reality.
But I just find it fascinating that, during the broke process, ain't nobody trying to leave nobody.
I agree.
But then as soon as you get a little change, now you want to start talking about, I need to get a lawyer.
Well, here's the problem.
Here's
the problem with money. And here's the reality that we're not talking about.
Well, we're about to have a good conversation.
Because you're right, Mama Noise. You're not wrong in what you're saying. But the problem is when I have money, I have choices.
Well, that's what
I got options. And that's what goes through the mind of someone who does not have the proper understanding of what marriage is in the beginning. If you don't know what it is, then you will marry according to your options. Jesse didn't have a lot of options back in the day. So old girl was like, I'll put up with your BS and I'll ride with you because you ain't got no money.
And then she started with him before he got his teeth fixed and all this whole other stuff.
Listen, the only options he had, and she rolled with him. And then he got his teeth fixed and he got on the number one show on ABC.
I was watching The Pivot, one of the podcasts I watch. I was watching The Pivot earlier, and they had this superstar dentist on there. And she was like, I have all kinds of stars that come in there raggedy. Just like, man, my first real check, I'm going to the dentist so I can get these veneers. And she said, I tell them before they get it done, listen, your life's about to change. And they thinking, I'm just going to the dentist, no big deal. Some of these wives be dragging these NBA, NFL entertainers and stuff to the dentist and get them veneers and stuff. Them Negroes got a new attitude like Patti LaBelle, And then it's like some of them don't even end up staying together because he like, I've had low self-esteem as long as my teeth was raggedy. But then as soon as I got a little money to be able to afford that brand new Tyler Perry grill, then all of a sudden now I got to be putting up with her. She put up with me while I had it, but now I can get attention of Esmeralda. I can get the attention of.
Hold on, cause Ron, Al, why did y'all get married?
I can
Yeah,
tell you.
wasn't that the question? Wasn't that the question?
What?
Was that the question that
No,
you
the
asked?
question was, why do people stay married?
Okay, so
20, 30, 40, 50 years. Why do people
I'm excluded from this conversation. Thank you.
do people stay married because of love?
No.
Some people do.
Some people
Yeah,
do. I think some people do. I don't
I
think
think they do. I think they would have to.
Because I know people that have been married for years, 40, 50 years, and ain't got shit. Ain't got nothing. Ain't built nothing.
And they still together.
And they're still together.
So, would you have married? Now we're going somewhere with these series of questions.
Well, I need you to answer the question first.
Would you
You need
have
me to answer, him to answer.
Him.
Would you have married who you married if you had more options, more money, more options?
Yes.
Would you have still married the same person?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd like to believe that I would have.
Very tough yes, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. I'd like to believe that I would have.
Because
But
I had options while broke.
No. I ain't talking about options across town.
Here's the problem.
Yeah, money.
Let me tell you why this is a problematic question, because this is reality. We're talking reality right now, right? Mama Noise and I were around each other because of the level that we had gotten to at that point in our lives. But had she broke through in music like she had tried to do, had I broke through in music or acting or whatever, like I tried to do, we would be around different people. So would that have led us back to each other? Possibly. I don't know. But we would have been exposed to other people. So, Ron, if you're exposed to Janet Jackson at some point during your football journey,
or that caliber, or that type.
So here's the difference. We was together.
You rewrote his question. His question just simply said if you had money.
But that's what money. No, I didn't rewrite it.
It didn't say if you were in a different circle with different people.
No, I didn't rewrite it at all.
I did not choose my wife because of my lack of or my desire for money. So yes, I would still have married my wife if I were broke or if I had umpteen thousand. My wife made me happy. She made me happier than any woman had at that point in my life. So yes, I would have married my wife if I had money.
Okay.
And taking from Al said the way me and my wife started out and how long we were together. If I would have made it big, she still would have been there with me.
That's it, and because of your journey, I could.
Because of my journey, regardless who I've been around or who I've been exposed to or who I would have seen, we still would have married.
So here's the point: money.
Are you going to answer the question yourself?
Money really does change people.
The people that money changed them.
And if you're saying that money does not change you, then you don't have no money. Because it really does change you.
Are you going to answer the question?
You have to make a concerted effort
This
to
guy.
not change because of money. Now,
Are you going to answer the question?
Mr. Noise, you keep asking this question. You keep saying the same thing.
Because you need to answer the question. Everybody want to hear what you got to say.
I get butt ass naked on this show.
Well, get naked then.
Because I don't think money.
There's no way in the hell I would have married that damn Jamaican if I had the money.
But see, and again, I think it's all about where you came from and where you were and what you was doing. Like I said, our journey was different. We met and we was together for a long time. And I think if I'd have got money, I still would have been with the same person, regardless of how much money I had.
We have to understand what options mean.
Again, I was broke with options. So broke with options and money with options is still options. Option is an option.
Yeah, but you were confined to a zone with your.
No,
brother.
I was pretty much out and about, not the zone. I was in different states and all that, different countries. I still would have did the exact same thing.
A different area code.
Different area codes. It's not. It's not that money gave us. People change because they want to change. I don't think it's money that does it. It's the immaturity of most people that make them do the things that they do. I was.
You know why I'm calling bullshit?
Huh?
You know why I'm calling bullshit on Jay's statement? Because when you got money, you didn't leave them.
Right. What happened now?
When you got money, did you leave them?
I ain't got no goddamn money. You crazy? I'm talking about money.
You got more than you got more than you had.
I ain't talking about paying these little bills. I'm talking about money.
You got more than you had.
You got more. You got more than what you had then.
So based on what you're saying now, if you had the money, would you change the options?
Oh Lord, I done prayed and asked God so many times. Please, Lord, don't let me win the lottery because my black ass is gone.
You ain't going.
But you ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
Because again, that's why I said it's the maturity of the person. There's nothing to do
Well,
with
Ron,
it.
let me speak to what you just said, because I wonder, had I had the money prior to Kenyatta, because I was immature, I think there's a possibility that I would have made some bad decisions. Now I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I was very immature, and I think the money would have made it worse.
But it's the immaturity that led into that.
That's what I'm not doubting that. I'm saying, Jay's question was, if you had the money, would you have done something different? At that stage in my life, it's a possibility. Now I would have made. Now I can openly also say it would have been I would have been out here making mistakes. It would have been bad because I never wanted a woman that wanted me for my money. So if I'd have got the money first, I would have. Matter of fact, now I'm going to side with Al, because the reality is only reason I'm saying that is because of this reason. It just hit me. That was my prayer all along. I don't want a woman that wanted me for my money. So my problem wouldn't have been that I would have chose differently. My problem would have been is I'd have been an asshole because I wouldn't have married anybody because I'd always thought they wanted me for my money. And I'd have gone through that whole part of my life probably until I found Kenyatta and realized she don't want me for my money. And then we'd have got married.
So you went through your whole phase.
I went through a whole money phase. I'm just being honest because that's what guys do when they got money. Think about Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter was out here in these streets, and the one reason he did it because in the back of his mind, and he admittedly said, "I don't know if she want me for my paper or she really want to be with me." So he was just out here hoeing.
Listen, I live in the DFW area. 6 million people in the Dallas-Fort, 7 million people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
That is very true.
And so you have people from all walks of life, all different types, body types, looks. My daughter and I recently went to Washington, D.C.
Chocolate City.
I thought that was Atlanta.
Now I was
DC. It was DC before Atlanta.
I was with my daughter, so I couldn't say what I wanted to say. So I had to sneak off by myself and call my cousin.
Yeah.
Tell my cousin, say, man, I ain't seen so much poo nanny and so, oh my God. The number of women that exist in society, the beauty of women, there's no way if you had real options, you would have chosen exactly what you chose. Because there's so many women out there. It's just hard to believe that you would choose exactly what you chose. Now, you're with who you are, I believe, by design. It was supposed to be that way. And you do what you're supposed to do that's right by that person. But to say that I would choose the same person if I had all the options to me open, I don't think I would have.
Here's the thing: you never have all the options open to you. You have what's around you, what's next to you. I don't care how much money you got.
Money opens the gate, brother.
Money opens up your money level. Opens up certain gates. Don't open up all gates. Your ass have a threshold, and you have a gate. You have a threshold. You have another gate. You can't be a $100,000 nigga think you're gonna be in $1 million nigga threshold.
$100,000 ain't no money. I mean, you can lose.
No, I'm just throwing money. You can't be. Jay-Z is not walking up Elon Musk and how about I want the girls that's in your category. Elon Musk girls category is totally different than Jay-Z's girl category.
Jay-Z's money could get him any woman he wants.
In that bracket where he's at.
Ain't no bracket. What do you mean bracket?
There's always a bracket.
So by your logic, Jeff Bezos can get anything he wants.
Damn near.
I don't think we got to go to Jeff Bezos' money to get there. You don't have to have that kind of money to have options open to you.
Well, like I said, it's about where you start to where you finish. The way we started, I could have got money on top of money, I would still been with the same person.
Well, let me just say this. I'm grateful and glad that I have what I have.
You don't have to clean it up now. You don't have to clean it up.
I'm not cleaning up anything. I'm saying I love what God did, and I'm grateful.
Just talking. You're trying to clean it up.
No. What I'm saying is,
you want something.
I do. That is also true. But what I am saying also is, I think there's a value in not having the options that you're talking about.
Totally agree. I totally agree.
There's a value in that because sometimes having too many options is what makes you go off the wrong path. Like you just listen. There's a girl, Kanye raps about it in his songs. He said, "Me and my girl split the buffet at KFC." Now listen, the girl that's willing to split the buffet with you at KFC and sees your value at that level, doesn't she deserve to split the meal also at Eddie Merlot's?
Hey, I used to appreciate that buffet at KFC.
That's all I'm saying. Because I think what we choose based on the myth of marriage as opposed to the reality of it. There's a reality tied to marriage, man. When the money, listen, ain't nothing like being fine and in a horrible marriage. There are so many celebrity couples that are fine. Oh, she's so fine, and she got the big ass and the big titties and the whole nine. She got all of that, and they're miserable. They can't even make the shit work. What's the football player played for Seattle that was in the threesome with his brother? Oh God, what's his name?
I remember that story.
Cornerback.
Just read that article too. Can't think of that.
Yeah, cornerback.
I don't remember his name, but I do remember.
Earl.
Don't call him out. Don't call him out. We got
Okay. Anyway, and if you look at his wife that he married, she is gorgeous, but he got options.
But and basically what you guys are talking about, the percentage of those people that's at that level, less than 1%.
Listen,
99% of the 99% of the world are exactly where we're at.
Alicia got all the receipts tonight. She said Elon got 7 children from 3 different relationships.
He can afford that.
Listen, back in the day, I was fine as hell and I was miserable.
Because you trying to listen to church songs while you trying to do your shit.
Right. Every girl didn't want to be in the back of a baptismal pool. That's what we try to say.
I can't do this and be praising to God at the same time.
I feel like this is wrong. Girl, if you don't lift your church robe up.
Wow.
Stop all that playing. Stefan says, Jehovah God will not lay anything before you that you cannot handle, but the devil will test you at every step. And then Anthony Bruce laid before us Julia Roberts and Lyle Lovett.
What about him?
Julia had options, and she went with Lyle Lovett. Didn't work out though.
That was a weird looking dude. I mean, but
Oh, damn, my bones.
he was a weird looking dude. You just like, I'm trying to figure out.
Julia's not with a. She's with kind of a regular dude now.
Listen, if I walk outside and I have my pea shooter on my side, in my coat, in my pocket, I'm gonna take a lot less shit from folks than I would if I didn't have my pea shooter on my side.
What?
Things different in Texas.
Yeah, you lost me on that one.
I'm telling you, you have a little bit more confidence in your stance and your talk when you pack it.
Oh, when you
But you said you would take a little bit less.
I would take a lot less if I didn't have. I mean, I take a lot more if I didn't have a gun than I would if I have a gun. If I have a gun, I'm not going to take nearly as much shit off of anybody.
So you say if you have more money, then
when you have more money, you generally will take less shit.
Well, my pastor preached about that. I don't know if y'all heard him. He preached a powerful sermon about that. He said Jay-Z had shut the fuck up money, and then Beyonce had no you shut the fuck up money.
It's true. Take less. That means you got to work at it. That means you.
And again, I still throw it back to maturity level.
I
think
agree.
it's just. I think it's just about growing up. Period. Like, what are you gonna do?
I agree.
If you have an attitude where you ain't gonna take shit from people regardless of your money level, you don't really give a damn. Because I ain't gonna let nobody talk crazy to me, whether I'm broke or rich.
We gotta finish this tomorrow.
Listen, you're gonna take a lot more shit off your boss if you got to pay that mortgage. And
I cussed my boss out today, and I got to pay mortgage.
Rich.
I cussed my boss out today, and I got to pay mortgage. And I told them to go do something with themselves with my meeting I had today about that 1.2 mil.
If you got money, man, you take.
I can't wait to hear this after the pro show.
Lloyd know what I'm talking about.
I know. I can't wait to hear this after the post show. We're gonna finish this tomorrow because we got a show tomorrow that y'all cannot miss. Because we asked the question. We ask tough questions here. We ain't afraid. So tomorrow we ask you, when is enough enough? Because at some point, is there a line where for some people there's a line. For some people there's a line.
It should always be a line.
Okay, so we gotta talk about that tomorrow. Where is there a line? Where I've listened. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So we definitely get into that tomorrow. I do have one other story before we close out for the night. The reel is over, y'all.
They canceled it.
It's official.
See, so that thing that leaked out was actually the truth.
Well, I think she knew it was the truth all along. They was just trying to figure out a way to save face, and I get it. But it's
I believe she had made the statement. We ain't heard nothing yet.
So. Right. She said we ain't heard nothing officially yet. But it was out.
Did it cancel like a month early or is it a month late?
No, it's a month early. Technically this is the cancellation season. April is usually the time where they start telling folks,
gotta go.
We wanted to have a talk with you.
You know, 8 years we had heard enough anyway.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good run, though. 8 years is a pretty good run. That's not a bad run.
I mean,
listen, they need to spread their wings and go on and do.
I mean, they was able to maintain during the pandemic and having a virtual talk.
Well, but that was also the problem too, because that virtual talk that they were having, people weren't watching it.
I mean, but I'm saying that even
that's what Lonnie Love said. She said that the COVID is what killed it for us.
Right.
No, I don't think it was the COVID.
She's saying costs associated with COVID was the final blow.
But why did everybody else who was doing streaming virtual all increase?
Well, because people were barely watching the reel before the COVID.
Oh,
right.
And so
is the talk still on?
Barely. They holding on by a thread too.
Yeah,
we may get an announcement on that any day as well. They're holding on by a very, very thin thread. See, the other part of those type of shows, you can't be having a lot of shake up and controversy. Like the talk went through the whole thing with Sharon Osbourne, and then the other girl left. Les Moonves' wife left, and
then
now
Whoopi Goldberg's
no, that's the talk. We're talking about the talk. That's a different show.
Oh,
yeah. So we're talking about all these controversies going on, and now they got a weird mix of folk, and they hanging on by a thread. I think they're about to get their papers too.
That's the talk. That's the one with Cheryl Underwood. Right?
That's Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood.
Whoopi Goldberg is The View.
Right.
Are these shows?
Speaking of your sorors, shout out to UK's
yes, Renee.
The girl from UK. She's your soror.
Renee Howard. Shout out to Renee. Got drafted #1 in the WNBA tonight.
Nice.
Yeah. She can ball too, boy.
State of Kentucky had 2 top 5 picks.
Yes, that is true. Shout out to Emily Ingsler. Is it Emily? Yeah. Emily Ingsler for Louisville. Yeah. They were all Oprah wannabes. Yeah. I mean, listen, all the talk shows are Oprah wannabes.
Facts.
Everybody want that success.
Mm-hmm.
And she still with Stedman with all the money she had. But she got options.
She has a lot of options.
Maybe he didn't have options. Maybe he didn't have too many billionaire women options.
Can I ask a question? We'll close on this.
Because that news
is the truth ever going to come out in this situation?
Nope. He signed a non-disclosure statement.
A lot of people sign non-disclosure. Hell, Jared Jones' baby daughter signed a non-disclosure information.
Yeah, but you know, he's the boo thing of a billionaire. He ain't going nowhere.
You talking about somebody who's in it for the long haul. He ain't went nowhere.
Mm-hmm. I believe he stay out there in the pool house.
What does he do?
Where Gail be at?
What does she do? What does he do?
He's a man candy. Oh, I have a ball to go to, the Met. Oh, me and Stedman will be there.
Okay.
Treating that man like he's a now later.
So is the vice president.
He's a public speaker. He's an author.
Have you heard him public speak, cuz?
Nope.
I've heard him speak. He's a
this year.
What's his subject? How to come up on a billionaire? No, I'm asking. I don't know what he's speaking on. I don't even know what he does for a living. So what the hell is he probably speaking on?
And not have a kid.
See, Chad said he's a kept man.
What is he? Just tell me what he public speaking on. What's his subject? What's his theme? Like what's your boy Les Brown? Les Brown speaks on leadership, right? Dr. Monroe used to speak on kingdom and how the kingdom works. What does
Stedman also speaks on leadership?
The leadership of what?
Leadership in what regard?
He ain't even leading his own home, man.
What is he leading?
It's not even leading his own home.
Is he like a businessman? Is he leading a business, a company, or what does he do?
I need to know what he's speaking on. How much of them tickets?
He's been with Oprah since '80.
$1,000 a plate.
They've been together since when?
86, it says.
Wait a minute. I know that deserves a button. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me get to the button.
I mean,
actually, that might be even more heightened circumstance.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's an arrangement.
He is an author, businessman, and public
author. What is he writing about?
Businessman and public speaker.
What's the book about?
Bachelor's in I guess SW. Is that social work?
Social work.
What's SW?
I don't know.
He's got PSW, whatever that is. And
I think that's social work.
And then he's got a master's in education.
Where's he taught at? Alicia got all the kid receipts tonight. I don't know where she getting this from, but she got all the kid receipts.
Well,
he was married to Glenda Graham from 74. They got divorced, and he's been with Oprah since 86. He has one daughter. Her name is Wendy.
Is he 100 years old?
He is 71.
I know Oprah ain't no 70. Is she 70?
Probably.
She might be about 70.
Not far. Probably 69.
She's
I agree,
68.
Chad.
She's 68. She was born January of 1954.
Okay.
I think Tennessee State University grad Oprah Winfrey.
Her black is amazing. Don't be cracking or nothing.
They was engaged in 92, November of 92.
Man, that was 30 years ago.
Just like you said, Mama Noise, it's like
It's an arrangement. I just need you to break me out from time to time, and then go to the different.
Can I ask you a question? When she goes to like functions now, does she still refer to him as her fiance?
I don't think they were ever engaged.
Ron just said they got engaged in 92.
I'm reading. I'm just reading some. There's another article that says Graham and Winfrey were engaged in November '92. They later decided it would be better to have a spiritual union.
Love that. Somebody said, "Don't you let him get your money."
Oprah. Gail said, "Look, if you marry him, I'm telling everything."
Spiritual union.
See, now I didn't even say that. These comments are not of Noise Media Entertainment.
Woo.
Gail got divorced about 6-7 months after Oprah and Stedman got engaged.
Who did?
Gail
got divorced.
She was married until spring of 1993. They got engaged in November of 92.
I feel like we should stop now.
I left him for you.
Nope.
Oh man.
Okay, that needs to be the Patreon.
It's about to get tight. It's about to get tight in here.
I love this statement here. It takes a strong man to be with a rich and accomplished woman like Oprah Winfrey.
I would say.
And Stedman proves that he has what it takes.
It's a very true statement.
Damn, Skippy, go to your room and shut your ass up. Shut the door.
I agree with Chad. I think they common law here in Texas with all them years together. So I don't know what it is in Kentucky.
Are they common law wherever? Like common law? I need to research common law because surely
common law is not the same in every state.
Surely in Illinois they're married by now. Surely. Somebody needs to look up common law in Illinois.
Jay should know Chicago law. Jay, you don't know Chicago law.
Did you live in Chicago? You ain't never lived in Chicago, have you?
Common law marriage is not recognized in Illinois.
Oh, I'm mixing it up.
There are only 16 states that recognize common law.
See?
Texas, Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, South Carolina, Rhode Island, Utah, Alabama, Oklahoma, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia, Idaho, Louisiana, Maryland, North Carolina, Tennessee.
So no, Illinois.
No to Illinois.
She playing that thing.
What about California? Oh, Chad said they live in Cali.
California, they live in Illinois.
Huh?
They don't live in Illinois no more?
That's where she started at when she started Harpo.
California is not
California not a state either.
Common law.
She's been in California for 20 years.
They said 16. I count 20.
Now, they don't recognize common law, but you can't just up and leave somebody
after 20 years.
After a certain amount of time and just think you're going to not split some stuff.
He ain't going to win a dime in court.
You know what's funny is that I was watching a court show and the guy said, well, we've been together for 20 years. And the judge said, when's the last time y'all slept together? I was like, dang. Does that mean something? He's like,
I would guarantee Stedman and Oprah have different rooms.
Hey, I think Oprah would murk Stedman before she let him leave.
Dang.
Stedman like, I can't take it no more. I'm out of here. He said, really?
She's like, I got a house over in Hawaii that needs fertilizer.
That man ain't going nowhere. He got the greatest job in the world. That man ain't going nowhere.
No.
I need to know. Listen, I don't think we're gonna ever get the truth until it's all over. Like when she passed, then it might all come out. But
The housekeeper gonna write the story.
While she's alive, we ain't gonna hear the truth of this. Cause you got that look on your face, but let's keep it 100.
Thank you, Alicia.
What man
100.
is going to stay in that situation that long without putting a ring on it? I'll wait.
And she would have bought the ring. And she would have bought the ring.
Hell, he couldn't afford the one she wanted.
Exactly.
Facts.
She would have had to buy the ring.
She's like, look, quit playing.
I'm just asking the question. What man, you know what? Don't answer that question today. You're going to add that question to tomorrow's conversation. Because Stedman and Oprah is a good example of when is enough enough.
Win, 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 win.
That is a great example.
When's enough enough? When you try to take that damn black American Express from me, that's when enough is enough.
This was fun. I like nighttime talking noise. We can
see. Alicia agree with me. Stedman in the pool house.
I don't give a shit about you. His pool house is bigger than most people's houses. You know how big his pool house is?
Well, as long as he ain't in the big house.
Yeah, I've skimmed through like 3 articles about Stedman Graham. They all identify him as an author, educator, but not one of them gives the title of a book that he's written. Not one of them lists an institution in which he taught.
I tried to look up where he worked.
See, it's called I have enough money to put on the internet what I want on there. We want to make sure he looks good. Make sure that he
okay, but why? That's the question. Why go through such lengths?
Found it.
Okay, boom.
The Ultimate Guide to Sport Event Management and Marketing.
The Ultimate Guide. That sounds like, computers for dummies.
Here's one. 9-step plan for success. You can make it happen. And here's his New York Times bestseller. Teams can make it happen. 9 steps for success.
Teams?
Make what happen, man.
Series of 9 steps for success books.
Make what happen, Mary and Oprah? You can find your own Oprah.
How to Catch a Billionaire.
They help individuals define, plan, and prepare with intention and direction by building a framework for professional growth based on results, performance, and excellence.
I have never heard of these books ever.
And every book he made a part 2 of each book.
Who bought them?
Ron,
we all know that.
You just put those in the chat.
Yeah, we found them at the same time.
Can I ask a question? Just real quick? I know we got to go, but can I ask a question? Who read these books to make them a bestseller? I've never heard anybody.
No one
talk about, man.
But
I got the Stedman Graham book. It was amazing. It was life changing.
Kev on stage just pre-sold a book that's a bestseller, and they ain't even got it on. It ain't even printed yet.
Yeah, but he got an audience to sell it to.
But I'm just saying, you a bestseller, but you ain't even got a book that's been read.
But see, I'm telling you, but all Oprah has to do is recommend. Anything she recommends, they call it the Oprah effect.
All Oprah has to do is buy 1 million copies.
Right. And put them in the Dollar Tree for $1.
Use them as fire pit. It doesn't make any difference. He sold 250,000 copies. He's a bestseller.
Girls don't like that y'all coming to Stedman like this. He is not happy right now.
Hey,
he is an intelligent black man.
Hell yeah, he's an intelligent black man to pull off what he pulled off.
Y'all stop it. This is not
co-founded Athletes Against Drugs.
Yeah.
Did it?
That's what it says.
He's got a transforming the educational experience of young men.
I can't take it. Like,
That's pretty recent.
But you know what? Can I just say something in defense of Stedman Graham? Stedman Graham lives with Oprah. He could give a damn what y'all think about him.
he might live at the ranch over in Hawaii and not even be in the one in Cali.
He is protected under the covering and the anointing of that money. He don't care what y'all think about him.
He just show up when he gets an invitation.
He out at the pool house shooting hoops, reliving
Right.
his glory days from college.
Listen, what a job to have. You she call you, tell you we going to this event.
That's
you show
right.
up. Once you're done, you go back to your house.
Yeah.
Catch the jet.
Put the gray suit on. I'm sending a car around there to pick you
Right,
up.
right. So it's just like a pimp. Yeah.
Well, I can just walk up. No, I'll send the car.
I don't think it's like a pimp, mama. No,
It is. I'll send a car for you. No, we're the red one. No, I'll send a jet for you.
They have an arrangement.
Look, I'm sending. Look,
You didn't say that about Pretty Woman.
I'm sending.
wasn't
I'm sending my assistant back there with a time boutonniere. I want you to put this on.
Okay.
Shout out to Stedman for living his best life.
You guys do realize that he's been with her since before she was famous and successful.
86 pimping. We already.
That's not before she was famous.
Yeah, the show started in '86, wasn't it?
What else came out in '86? Look it up.
When did the show start?
Doesn't
Color
matter.
Purple.
Thank you. So no, she was well into the famous when he met her.
When did the show start?
The show started in '86, but he was with her. You said he was with her before, right?
Yeah.
Could somebody please look up when The Color Purple started? When The Color Purple movie was released? Wasn't that like 84, 85?
I'm sure in like 3 seconds, Alicia's gonna have it in the chat.
That's why we love Alicia, because she's on it.
Absolutely.
The Color Purple was 1985.
Thank you. So no, he doesn't get any points because he predated the show.
So she was not a billionaire.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't broke either.
So behind every successful person, there has to be a good support system.
Cause I don't disagree with what you're saying.
So her friendship with Gail was crucial in her maintaining the show and her life all these years. And her relationship with him was crucial. He could have derailed her success from the very beginning. Early on.
You so wise, cuz.
He stood by the woman and he loved the woman and
Come on.
He took care of the woman.
Come on.
You don't know that he loved her.
And you don't know that he took care of her.
It ain't about love.
Well,
it ain't got nothing to do with love. They were building something.
For all intents and purposes, he loved the woman.
No. You said yourself, it ain't got shit to do with love. They were building something.
They have expressed their love for one another.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with love. They were building something.
What they say. So he's been with this woman all these years, and they have built together.
It's beautiful.
She was the one that, by the grace of God, luck, whatever you want to call it,
Preach, cuz. You preaching now.
fell into what she fell into.
Yeah.
But she didn't see it coming, and neither did he.
That's right.
Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that level of success coming to that ugly woman.
Did Oprah have options?
Whoa. Did you say ugly?
She was ugly.
That escalated quickly.
But Oprah's a very attractive woman now because
of the money.
But did she have options? After 86, did she have options?
She did after 92. That's why she broke off that engagement.
Listen, from 92 on, she had a lot of options. So the problem is, I'll stall you out on what you said just now, cuz I'll stall you all the way out. You're right. They got together, they built together, it was beautiful. May even have been love. Oh, I love you, Oprah. Despite the way you look, as cuz said, you are beautiful to me. And they stayed with that woman and helped her build her empire. But from 92 on, what happened, cuz?
they decided not to get married.
Why, cuz?
I don't know. I wish
There
they would.
lies the problem.
I wish they
When
would.
is enough?
Well, I'm more interested in the fact that they stayed together than them being married. I wish they had gotten married. I think that would have been nice, but they have shown a commitment that most marriages have not been able to show.
In what way? What have they committed to? So you seen all the pictures with Oprah and Stedman all lovey-dovey out in these streets?
You taking up your show
Stop
tomorrow.
it.
You're hurting your show for tomorrow, dude. You're doing it.
I know. We're gonna wrap this up. Y'all, I hope y'all enjoying the night version because we enjoying it, and obviously we got a lot to talk about. So y'all just come on back tomorrow. We'll do it all over again.
And because Oprah wasn't that bad looking.
She wasn't.
We
no
definitely
pretty
did.
You see,
I have some Oprah before and afters tomorrow.
Yeah, please pull up the ones from that first series and talk shows she did.
Yeah, I have
the
those.
local Chicago show.
I'm looking at some old black and white ones, man. She wasn't bad though.
I have all of that tomorrow.
Oprah reminds you of the music teacher in Lean on Me.
She did kind of look like that. She did kind of look like that a little bit. I'm your problem solver. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll be back tomorrow for the show. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all very much. Thank y'all for continuing to rock with us and continue to make this switch and change with us. We are enjoying ourselves. I hope y'all like the new promo picture too. I like it. I think it turned out pretty good. All right, we coming back tomorrow to do it all over again. That's Mama Noise. That's Al B. That's Ron. That's Cuz. Shout out to Slide In Baptist Church. We be out.
We're talking noise. Talking noise.